Moin Moin, was geht? Knappo ist wieder in Town, ich bin back in Bielefeld und während meines Aufenthalts in Lissabon habe ich mich gefragt, was sind eigentlich so diese typischen deutschen Vorurteile und stimmen die eigentlich? Beziehungsweise, was denken eigentlich die anderen Länder über uns? Sind wir wirklich so, wie alles behaupten? Oder sind wir vielleicht besser oder noch schlimmer? Ich habe Leute auf der ganzen Welt gefragt und ihr seht jetzt, was dabei rumgekommen ist. Wenn es euch gefällt, ihr Fragen habt oder auch Anmerkungen zu diesen Vorurteilen, schreibt es gerne in die Kommentare. Und ansonsten würde ich mich natürlich freuen, wenn euch das Video gefällt, einen Daumen hoch da lassen, abonnieren und jetzt viel Spaß!
You want to start?
You go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Vilda. I'm from Sweden, from Stockholm. And I'm 19 years old and I'm here on a gap year right now, traveling.
Matthew from Canada, and traveling around. Been out here for a few months, and going with the flow. Vancouver, yeah.
Hi. My name is Haley. I'm from the US, from California, from San Diego specifically, and I'm 22.
Wow. My name is Emily. I'm also from San Diego, California, and I'm also 22.
I'm Esther from London. I'm 25.
I'm Stephanie from Luxembourg and I'm 23.
I'm Ollie, I'm 24 and I'm from London, England.
I'm George, I'm 24 and I'm from Oxford, England. I'm Ido, 22 years old, from Tel Aviv, Israel.
Maya, 25, Israel.
I'm Sebastian, I'm 26-year-old, I'm from the Netherlands, from Utrecht City.
I'm Frida, I'm 28 years old and I live in Cologne, Germany. And I am from Germany.
Germans always speak German, especially when they meet other Germans.
Yeah, unless they speak English. And then, yeah.
Yeah, it depends. There are some who really try to talk English, but if there are other Germans around, they just skip back to German sometimes.
Yeah, actually they do.
I don't.
Well, not for this time.
I think that's rude. So, but I experienced that as well, especially as we are at a hostel right now, and they do that. When they find out that I am German, they start speaking in German to me, but actually that's rude.
Why you do it? Is it just more easy for you?
It's just...
you like it?
I don't like it. You're really going in, yeah?
German speak German a lot.
And loudly.
So,
Yeah.
Like, when you're just chatting to smaller groups of Germans, they tend to talk English to you.
You get 3 or more Germans and then suddenly, like at a big table, you get everyone else around one side and all the Germans around the other side just talking German to each other.
To each other.
Yeah.
I don't think if they know English, I think they'll speak English if other people are speaking English.
Do you have some
Oh,
experiences with this?
yeah. Here at the hostel, when Germans meet one another, everyone speaks German. But I also lived with a German girl for like a year, and she hated speaking German with a passion. So I've had 2 very different sides of it. But I think in generally, yeah, they kind of do.
I hear people speaking German to each other and then switch to English and then back to German. So, I mean, even to each other, but there's a lot of other countries in this similar vicinity.
I think it's the same, yeah. I mean, it depends on if you're kind of with someone, if you're solo, if you're not, from my experience, but I think it's just naturally this is what happens, you know?
I think it's not polite. That's the reason.
In the Netherlands.
No, I'm used to it. It's speaking English.
Germans, though.
Yeah, and French. And Spanish.
Yeah.
Germans are prepared for everything.
I don't know, I didn't feel that here.
Yeah. You're prepared for your shooting thing.
True.
Very prepared. All the equipment and stuff. Proves the stereotype.
They did have money for us to borrow.
Yeah.
So
That was very helpful. Not maybe prepared, but willing.
and really nice and willing to help.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
They always have they need a document and they come out with a whole folder and then they go through and they have everything in it.
Itinerary organized, it
Yeah.
works.
I think the Germans are probably the most efficient people that I've met, so I think there's a plan behind something. But yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, many of my German friends always had like a multi-tool in their bag and they were like ready to go, you know, always. So yeah, I think so. Very efficient, very good at organizing structure.
Oh, always. And then there was a time I was with this German and this group of people, and it starts to rain, and she pulls out not only an umbrella for herself, but more umbrellas for like the whole group.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Look at her. She has everything.
We're going on a hike and I've got everything.
She got the food, she got the water, she got the sunscreen. We go to the food market with seven internationals. 3 didn't have a face mask. She had 3 extra.
They have the whole thing figured out, it feels like, and you're like, okay, I'll rely on them, that's good.
Pretty smart people for the most part.
For the most part?
For the most part.
Germans are pretty bad at speaking English.
The travelers, I think most Germans speak pretty good English from my experience,
Yeah,
so I think it's kind of,
No, most are really good actually.
Very, very good English.
No, that's not right.
Not from my experience.
But like the Germans, I know the Germans are very shy people, and they like to think that they're not good at speaking English. If they're not perfect at it, they're not gonna.
The perfectionism
exactly.
thing, yeah.
They kind of are just. They don't feel 100% about something. They're not gonna do it. But the Germans know that. They know what they're doing. They understand it. Schmetterling.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was just in Germany, actually, in Berlin, and I was expecting to get around on like much. I learned some German words, and I was like, I'm ready to use it.
English is better than my German.
That's definitely true.
No.
I don't know. I feel like every person I've met that's German has really good English.
Yeah.
Depends on how old they are, I'd say, and if they have traveled a lot or not.
Let me tell you, I was working as a lifeguard on the Dutch beach, and every German tourist there didn't speak any English at all. And they keep on speaking German because they think you understand.
Yeah.
That was a
My
problem.
dad,
Yeah.
honestly, he walked into like an Italian supermarket and he started speaking German.
Yeah, so stupid. Yeah.
Germans are not good looking.
They're ugly. No, it depends, probably.
I don't think I've met an ugly German.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Oh.
Hey, gorgeous.
Hey.
It's never.
Just notice them. I get sidetracked.
It depends. Like in every country there are ugly people and like.
Yeah.
So you would agree with that?
I don't think generally as a nation they're unattractive, are they? I think, yeah.
So you're into German?
I don't know.
Are you trying to flirt with it?
Nah, they're good looking. I've seen many German good looking people here. Not everyone, but especially Chris.
Yeah, there's one guy.
Yeah.
Chris with a K, I think.
He
Yeah.
Are you considering yourself good looking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not bad looking at least.
That's true.
Oh, that's definitely nonsense. Nah, Germans are attractive. Yeah, definitely. Well, you got nothing else going for you, so.
But I don't think that all Germans look good.
I think in general Germans are good looking. But nowadays they started having like the Berlin haircuts, and now it went down. Yeah.
Germans are always funny.
Funny. You find it funny?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Specific Germans, certainly Germans.
What? No, just kidding.
I've met some funny Germans on this trip.
Yeah.
I'll talk about me.
But I think in general it's also like more organized, a bit more like, not strict, that might not be the right word, but like you get the vibe. But of course, a lot of Germans have a fun side. And especially since they're hardcore drinkers, even more, it's brought out even more, you know?
But yeah, the Germans, they're funny. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, many Germans are funny, many Germans are not as funny. So I can't say that.
I think I'll give it 50-50.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And like how many beers you drink until you get funny?
Depends. You're alright.
I think Germans are quite funny, actually.
Sometimes. I think it depends on the. It depends on the person.
Yeah, I don't think Germans are more funny than the average person.
I don't think Germans are stereotype funny.
No. Some of them are. It's not like the British. The British are always funny, I feel like.
Yeah, but the Germans, the problem is they don't understand sarcasm.
What?
Oh, you do?
Germans don't?
You do?
Yeah, I'm fluent in
We always say that about Germans.
Well, I consider myself to be funny, so.
Okay. Germans are funny.
Germans? They love to drink.
Yep.
Love is a strong word and they stand up for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Americans do as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that.
Drink everything, yeah. They're just drinking beer, Jägermeister, Kirsch. What else do they drink? Berliner Loft. I know they like to drink like fish, but
They're hardcore.
Yeah, they drink a lot of beers.
Not as much as the British, I learned that.
The British, they drink to get drunk as possible. I think the Germans, they drink because they want to, they put a certain volume of beer, they try to put it inside. It's not about getting drunk, it's about bringing the volume inside. I think that's what Oktoberfest is all about. Volumes.
Yeah. But being a Brit, it's difficult to say anyone else likes to drink alcohol. So I think they do, it's just we like it more. We love it.
Yeah, they fucking do. Not as much as the Brits.
I mean, you're talking to two English guys. But yeah, I'd say you guys like to get on it with us. Yeah, another country of beer drinkers.
Apparently I fucked it up, I forgot to switch that on, so we have to start again.
Fuck, no, I'm done. I'm quitting.
Okay.